Hi, it's Stephanie with SDCWREATHS4U, and I am getting ready to make a custom wreath. This wreath is going to feature this really pretty sign that I got from Home Depot. It's normally $34 for this sign, but if you can catch them with their 40% off sale, that's always great. I'm also going to feature some bushes that I got from Craft Outlet. I'm sorry, no, this actually came from Craft Text. So I'm gonna feature these. This greenery, this wheatgrass also came from the Craft Text store here in Houston. There's some beautiful magnolias that they had at the Craft Text store as well. I'm gonna use those. And I'm gonna use these beautiful, they're really lightweight wooden decals that came from Hobby Lobby. And this design was inspired by something that I saw on the BAM Wreath site. Coach Angie did something really pretty, and I wanted to try my hand at it. So I am going to get ready to get started on this. We'll be using jute mesh with this design, which I've already cut at 20 inches. So let's get started. I meant to cut these off earlier and I forgot to get that done. So while I cut these off real quick, we'll make our way around this 24-inch pine base. Everything with this is we're really only going to focus the mesh around the outside because it's going to be really full inside. So I'm just going to do woodland ruffle with these. That's where you curl in the ends and then you just squish it together. And I'm gonna have these coming out today. So I'm gonna grab these and get them in here all the way around. And we will be on our way. So I hope everybody's having a great day. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I'd really appreciate the support as I continue to do tutorials, and I'm just really trying to grow my my view base. So if you all can not only subscribe but share that with a friend that you know is also interested in wreath designs, so that would be fantastic. So this jute mesh, I think I got this from Craft Outlet, not Craft Text. So I always like that look of the jute mesh. It's really pretty. It's a nice neutral, but it holds its shape and it's just nice. Nice to work with. Easy on the hands. So get this all in here. And again, I cut these at about 20 inches. So just so you know. And I'll get all of this in. Please let me know where you're watching from. I'd really appreciate that. So just curious where people are. So let me know where you're watching this video from. And if you are returning to my channel, welcome back. moving around here a little bit, but let's get this done. Some people prefer to design with their wreath laying down, but I've gotten used to doing it standing. So I built this wreath stand. Yes, I built it myself. Excuse me. And I'm still excited about it because it really does help me out a lot. Excuse me. We're almost around. I don't know about where you are, but here in Texas, we are having a cold front come through again. So just when we thought we were past all of the cooler weather, it decided that it wanted to come back and hit us with some cooler temperatures. So it has a tendency to mess with my allergies, which is what you're hearing in my voice right now. So with these last few pieces of jute mesh in, before we go to the next step, which is going to be to put this sign in. Because it's so big, I want to make sure that I have it positioned before I start placing anything else in here. Got one more piece after this one. I'm gonna have jute all over my shirt too. Yay! That's gonna show up nicely on all this black. All right, last piece of jute mesh right here. All right, so again, I just went all around the outside. That was the goal. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is tie this sign in. And because it is such a big sign, I'm gonna actually be using the pine to get this tied in, okay? So I'm gonna start up here, and I'm not gonna worry about being able to see the pine because this is all gonna be covered up eventually. So I just wanna start securing it in here. Everywhere that I can. And I'm actually gonna squeeze this in a little bit from the sides, so it makes it a little more oval in shape. Here. really do like the look of this sign. It's so pretty. Goes in a little bit. Get a couple over here. All right, so this is nice and secure, not going anywhere. Push these back a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put a few over here to give it somewhere to be. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is start to put some of the wheatgrass in. And I'm gonna use my hot glue to do that. And I'm wanting to make sure that I'm getting a little bit of length here. So I come up under here. And this is going into my pine in the back. So I'm going to cut these others into smaller pieces with my wire cutters. And then just kind of start going around sticking these through. I'm just going right up underneath to get these going. And as I go up, they'll get a little shorter. Let me go here with this one. I'm gonna have some other, like those white bushes that I showed you, are gonna come into play here as well. So I'm gonna have my bow at the top, so I'm not so worried about that part. I am going to cut this a little bit, cut this other one. get this to start sweeping around this way. Get all of this stuck in. And just come around. These longer pieces in here. Going all around with this wheatgrass, and I'm sticking it into the pine. I'm gonna cut this one up. Just keep going. So if this is your first time on my channel, let me know this is your first time. I'd love to send you a welcome. I have some other longer pieces that I am going to come back down here with. Don't want those sticking out too much at the top. Go ahead and start putting in some of the white bush that I have here. I'm going to start putting some of that in. Let's see how long. I think that's good. I still have some other pieces that I'm putting up here, so I'm trying to think ahead in the design as to where things are gonna go. I really love this kind of sagey color. It's very neutral. And it's going to allow for this to be used throughout the year. Just spreading this out to get as much coverage as I can out of it. Let me get that in there. Alrighty. Gotta get some more of this greenery in there first before I keep going with this bush. Get some more wheatgrass in. If you have a glue pot, which I do, I just didn't think to use it, that would be great to utilize when putting your greenery in. Goes a little smoother, I think. already had my glue gun out going for something else, so I just kept that. Almost made it around here. Wheatgrass. Again, I'm not worried about this spot up here. So I'm gonna come back around and put a piece over here. You get a chance to step back and take a look. You can see where you might need to add some more. So that's where I wanted to go with that one. And this is kind of long. So I'm gonna come back down here with this one because I don't want to have a really long piece sticking out of the side. All right, so I will continue with this white bush going around, going up. Got another piece I'm gonna have here. I actually have a whole nother bush that I can cut, but before I do that, I want to slide in some of these little cuties that I got from Craft Tex. So I'm gonna slide some of these in. It came in like a bouquet, but I'm just gonna kind of stick them in here and there. Grab another glue stick, just a second. Just adds another layer of texture to this. So cute. This is really coming together nicely. Go up a little bit higher on this side. Okay. Now what I want to do, still have some more things to go in here, and I still have things to go at the top, but what I want to do is get my the little wooden pieces placed, and I am going to do that using my E6000. I love the low odor E6000. Makes a world of difference. I think I'm gonna go over here. Click this one. I'm gonna do it like this. And I'll have a little one over there. Maybe I'll flip it. Nope, I think I'm gonna do this because the other little piece is white as well. So, get this E6000 coming out of here. Because we are in Texas, and I want to make sure that when it gets hot, this does not come off the door or off the design, because this will be outside. All right, so E6000 and glue. Stuff right up here. It's very light. Okay. And the second one. E6000 on this. As well as hot glue. Being really generous with the hot glue, y'all. And that is going to come over here. That for a minute, let that set up. All right, and then the last one is a smaller one, but it's going to go over on this side. Thank you. So E6000 and hot glue. let that set up for a second. Okay. Then I have these really pretty magnolias that I am going to get them situated here. And they will be hot glued in as well. Bring this forward a little bit. Leaves in here the way I want them. Stick them down a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna put one down here, down in here. Manipulate this one a little bit. I'm gonna get one there. Okay. Bear with me just a second, guys. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of the frame, but I'm trying to maneuver this one to be a little further over to the right. Pull that out. I'm gonna start that one again. Stems are very thick, as you saw, so they don't want to bend as much as I'd like for them to. We'll get it all figured out. Okay, so while I have that going on, I'm going to go ahead and put in my bow. Where's my little trusty crochet hook? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bow centered up here, and then I'll know what else I need to add to kind of balance things out. So comes through nice and clean. Turn that over. I'm going to secure this, and then I'll come back through and start making adjustments. Just getting that Chanel cleaner around, pipe cleaner Chanel stick around the back. I may have to cut my toes a little bit because I do not want to cover up the letters in here. So it's either cut them or in this move. I may just end up cutting these a little bit more. So I want you to be able to see the hello. I'll put some more of these in now. So this is that bush that I told you I got from Craft Text, and I am going to break this apart. You get 3 pieces out of here. I just wrap the wire around because it is kind of long when it comes out of there. That center piece is extra long, so I have to cut it. This one has the tag, so I gotta cut that off. That's why I prepped those other ones before we got on, because it would take a minute to get them all done. So let me start getting these put in. It's going to go in right here. And this one. Gonna go in on the side. Behind this bow. And then the last one is gonna go up top. Spend some time getting all these glue strands off. Let me grab some scissors. gonna have to cut these tails a little bit more. This ribbon is deluxe ribbon, and you'll be able to tell by the really loud cut because that wire is thick. This chicken wire is a little less thick. Actually, a lot less thick. But it's still quality ribbon. On the spring a little bit. I think these other two are okay, but I gotta cut the Swiss Stocks one some more. Alrighty, that is better. Okay, so what I need is some more of the I need some more of the this other little bush. I'll cut these down to size. And get a few more of these in. One peeking out there. We'll get one peeking out over here. Glue strands everywhere. And I am going to check and see. I need another one anywhere. That might be good. But I already cut it, so I'm going to put it at the top. So that I don't end up with some just random little piece somewhere. All right, guys. I've got these little cute little pompous pieces that I was entertaining putting in here. So many glue strings. I promise I'm not just swinging at air. here. These little pompous pieces actually came from Hobby Lobby, and they come in a ring, and so I just cut them apart. All right, well, I think I am done. I hope you like it. I'll take some still photos of it as well, but this is it. So again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, and also follow me on Facebook, SDC Wreaths4U. And until next time, see you later.